Here we are at Hanson's Garden Village again with our succulents. Succulents are some of the easiest plants that you can grow. They need the minimal amount of care, the minimal amount of watering. They do require a lot of sunlight. They like it hot, they like it dry. Some are rapid growing, some are slower growing, some are trailing. So depending on what your household wants, it's your choice.
Hi, this is Beth from Hanson's Garden Village showing you how to put together your do-it-yourself wine bottle succulent planter. These are available starting today. You'll get your glass bottle. This you can squeeze over the edge and it just makes it able to sit soundly on a table, and then you can put your cork in there as well. So this container doesn't have drainage holes, so we're going to want to add a little bit of perlite, which you'll get in a bag. This is a high heated stone. It can be dusty, so you might want to wet it a little bit before you pour it. I'm trying to get every bag as exact as I can, but you might have a little more than you need. And you just kind of pour it in there, let it sit. Just put all of it in, so it's even like that. Then you'll be adding your soil. And there's not a lot of soil because there's a lot of soil in the pots with the succulents. So I'm just going to put a little bit in there. And I'm actually going to mix in a little bit of fertilizer as well. This is just an organic mix. And I'm just going to put a few. Succulents don't need a lot of extra nutrition. They like to be neglected. And then you'll have 3 assorted succulents. This is a type of echeveria, I believe, or possibly a sedum.
No, I think that's the echeveria, one of the new varieties, and will get rather big. So
I pulled it out of the pot, and because our container is very shallow, I ripped off some of the soil just to get it in there nicely at first. And I'm just going to pinch it in to the soil that's already there. And then I'm going to add a little bit more soil. And I'm going to do my next container. I always pinch the bottom. This is a new stone crop called Fine Leaf Gold. And a thing you could do at home is just maybe put newspaper on your table while you're working inside. So you can do this and still make a mess. And this one's going to drape over. So I'm going to try to give everyone a draping one, a mounding one, and maybe a little more upright. This one I'm going to include a cactus. I'm going to include a little more soil. And so the cactus, you might want to wear gloves, but sometimes even the gloves, I'm using a spoon to handle this a little bit easier. And I'm going to use it to push the plant in there. Then you won't get pricked.
and those thorns get stuck in your fingers for days, so that's why you don't just go picking cactus.
And then you can just fill in any other spots. You want to have a little bit of a water table, so you don't want it all the way to the top. And once we water it in, it'll settle down a little bit. And then you can probably just take a cup and gently pour water around the plants. You don't want to pour it in, but just around. And then as Sandy had mentioned, succulents are really easy to take care of. They like heat, sun, and dry conditions. So you could leave this in a hot window and just forget about it. Maybe water it every 2 weeks or even less, depending.
And then here is one up here that was completed earlier. Beth can show you. I'll turn it at a little angle there. It's got an echeveria, the P type.
A string of pearls.
And this also has a cactus in it too. So you get room just for 3, and it doesn't have a lot of soil. It's something you could put on a table, but make sure you put a saucer or on a windowsill. It doesn't need much water because it does like the hot sun and dry.